Okay, and happy Halloween, YouTube land, and we're back with another Adventures in Skyrim with Falagar. So, last time I had purchased Winterview and already did a tour video, so I think all that's really left is, let me see.
Is something wrong? You cannot really. And here I thought you can actually lift.
There's one child I would
kidding.
like
Here,
to
I'll
get
help you
off the streets, and okay, just making sure that yeah, everything is recording pretty fine. Okay, so I'm gonna leave show recorder.
Bye. Did you want to talk?
So, if I say part ways, what's gonna happen?
Good talk, team. Hello.
You know what? Let's go over here. So,
Careful. I almost dropped all the files.
sorry. Can you come over here? What are you? Okay, good. Stop.
Hello.
It's time we
I'll
part
see you
ways.
around then. Come find me whenever you need a helping hand or an annoying chatterbox around.
Okay, she doesn't consider this place as home, apparently.
Now, what's up? Oh, good. I was getting pressure from the Academy
Is
for
there
records.
a way
Let's
to
go.
do that?
And I have an answer. Maybe. What's up? Good talk, team. Did I file all the combat? All right, team huddle. Seaton? Is something wrong? I don't need a break. Okay, maybe just for a minute.
Will she stay here?
Recharge time.
I hope that's the case. Let's see.
Hey there, lover. Oh, still awkward. Good talk, team.
Why? Okay. Nettlebane. Is there a place where I could place that?
I don't know how I feel about being in a city as a foreigner that hates anyone else but their own kind. If I get jumped, I'm out.
Okay, see, now...
Always a pleasure to speak with you, Dragonborn. All right, we'll talk later then. Always a pleasure to speak with you, Dragonborn.
I don't think... Deject trophies. Thieves Guild trophies. Yeah, I don't see a special spot for Nettlebane, so I think what if I don't want the left to right thing, I just want to okay. Let's just make sure. Nice.
Always a pleasure to speak with you, Dragonborn.
There we go. Like a small little thing, that's fine. Huh.
Did you want to talk?
Do the ingots have to go in there, or it doesn't matter, right? What would happen? Ah.
Did you want to talk?
It's all filled with food. Okay, let me think. Okay. So, perhaps on this side, it's good to put things that I would make into a drink. Snowberry. Jasmine grapes. I don't have juniper on me. Unless...
Always a pleasure to speak with you, Dragon.
Okay, no juniper. Am I supposed to use seeds? Not sure. Kind of like that on. Do I just use the strawberry? Ooh. One of that and Sugarcane, hey. More sugarcane, okay. Let's see if this works. Okay. I'll leave that empty for now, I guess. And what do I have here? Okay, okay. Alchemy sword chest. What the? Let's test this. Okay, death bell. So, oh, I love
What?
that. Okay, okay. I don't know if those are for a quest, but what the? Tundra cotton. Is that for baking?
Oh, hello. Did you want to talk?
Ingredient
Together.
basket.
I still get the
What's the
butter.
difference?
Though.
Oh man. So much. Oh, look. Okay. Wow.
Hello there.
handling all that food just made me hungry, right? Okay, now I need to find a spot. You would think that there would be a chest for like over here.
Great, another city covered in snow, and it's purely made of stone. Why
You
not
know, to
just
put
call
your
this city my
blacksmithing
living
stuff
oblivion?
in. Really weird. Unless, nope.
What's up?
Oop, master blanket chest. I guess I could put anything, right? Books put here would be placed on shelf. So, hold on. Tell me how many books. Okay, you can place 11 on this shelf. Okay, I see. Is that a quest book? One. Yeah, it's a quest book. That's a quest book as well. Two. Oh, so now recorder doesn't follow, right? You know, now that I actually need her because I have to take the books off of her. I'm like really weary, so. Oh man, is she? Okay. So I wonder if she went outside, right? Because the NPCs will interact with the environment and kind of have their own AI. What? Oh.
Now where did I put those quest files? Hello there. Really? And here I thought you can actually lift. Just kidding. Here, I'll help you out.
There's a book here that I don't think I was supposed to take. This one. Oh. Okay. Very well. Hold on.
I'll talk to you later then.
I have to make sure not to take that one because there's like a glitch where, I mean, there's a way I could get rid of it, but, you know, through counsel.
Always a pleasure to speak with you.
She'll give it to you double, and when
Dragonborn.
she gives you double, you can't read it a second time,
Did I file all the
and
combat records yet?
it's stuck on you, and it takes up
Dost thou even hoist,
a
Dragonborn?
little bit of inventory space. Okay, keep that. Okay.
See you later, Horker hater. Nice one.
Okay, I'll put these skill books. Let's put those. Yeah, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 4 more. Okay, that's good. Two, 3. 1 more. Cool. Oh, fire and darkness. Hold on. Oh, shit. There we go. You know, I haven't been. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, here's one skill book. Two, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because it can glitch if you put too much. Oh, what is that one? Oh, great. Where did it fall down to? Oh, great. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, just about done. Oh, shit. So the apple is not static? Okay, let's go. Filled with all these letters, but what's another bookshelf? I don't know where else I can put them. Okay, let's see. You know, I guess I could. Is this like. What? It's journal. I thought I. Notes. Dana's Felon's Journal. What is this? Oh, Avril's Journal. Alright, fine. Shit. Alright, I'm real sorry. Hold on, guys. There we go. Oh, shit. Alright, alright. That's whatever. Alright, you know what? I'm done with that. Okay, let me rest for a few hours. Oh, right. Leveled. Yeah, I wasn't gonna train anyways, right? Still a little tired, eh? I'm still drained. That's not the kids' room. Oh, right, yeah, I didn't have a chance to change that. That's why. Okay, now it's the kids' room. And you know what? Something I'm able to do. This operation causes every loose item in the current cell to be locked firmly in place, preventing them from being disturbed. Okay. Wow, look at all those. Okay, it's doing its thing. Hold on. Okay, good. It said it finished locking down everything. Okay, so I'm going by myself. That chicken is just still hanging outside over there. It's too bad. And like I said, there's a poor child that is just sleeping out here in this cold and is hungry and everything. So I would like to get her off the street, and Recorder will be there waiting for her with open arms, right? She'll be her stepmother, or, you know, basically her mother. Who's this dude? This guy looks like... looks like a vampire, doesn't he?
I'm on a pilgrimage to the
he's not.
shrine of Azura, the goddess of twilight, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, okay. Where's the shrine?
In the mountains to the northeast. I'll mark it on your map.
Okay. Thank you. So kind. Why are you here?
Is something wrong? You can always tell me.
What the f... Recorder.
Burger hater. Nice.
Oh no. Okay. So how do I imprint this house onto recorder so she knows that, because she's my spouse? How do I make her see Winterview as her home? Like Sophia, I can talk to her and tell her, you know, this is where I want you to stay when I don't take you with. So there has to be like some kind of an option for recorder for this, you know?
Together. Did I file
That's
all the
great
combat
recorder,
records
but
yet?
now
Better double check.
wait
You
here.
go on ahead then. There were some recordings I had to organize anyways.
Stay. Okay. Yeah, let's try that again. That was... You know, I also feel like I could even... raise it even one more, you know, still be okay. And yeah, seems to be a bit more balanced. But I must press on. That little girl is just freezing to death, living on the streets. I think that's where she sleeps. Where would she be? Would she be in here?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
Hello.
I think I've got a clean mug around here. Somewhere.
Ah, there she is.
No one brought
Sophie.
any flowers again today. Eh,
I don't know what to do.
Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that, little girl. Where are your parents? And, what's your name?
They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do?
Oh, well, you know, I could take care of you if you like. Me and my, wife, Recorder is her name.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
No, I don't. But I do. What? Okay, hold
Stop
on.
by.
Something is absolutely wrong. Do I have to look at this first? This deed of ownership for the property known as Winterview includes all livestock, buildings, and any or excuse me, any and all assets included inside the main building, as well as the area of hot springs and the structure surrounding it. Jarl of Windhelm. Says so right there.
Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh well.
That's not
Thanks
right.
anyway, I suppose. Hi there.
What the?
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
How can I
Thanks.
fix this?
Thanks for talking to me.
Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Wait. Wait. Okay, so I saved it. Hold on. Alright. What I needed to do. Okay. Hold on. Let's try this again, shall we?
I don't know what to do.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm so cold.
Who are you? Where are your parents?
They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do?
I could adopt you. Me and my wife, Recorder is her name. We can both be your parents, if you like.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
Indeed.
Oh, wow. Are you
Not too far from here.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
You really wouldn't mind?
No. I am sure, and I know my wife, Recorder, won't mind either. So, oh, jeez.
Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I
Mm.
promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so,
I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone.
sure,
I'll meet you
okay.
at home.
All the
Thanks.
people who pass you by
Thanks
on the
so much.
street and... Okay, yep. So, don't forget to say hello to your new mother. I had to do this because I guess it's some kind of thing. Bless your home, or bless home, and it makes whatever, you know, your current place your home. So, and I just want to test that out. So give me 1 second. Let me quick save that and let me pause it. Okay, I just checked, and yeah, she will meet me over there. Anyways, everything is good.
Got
Let's
some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
let's have a meal.
Let's save that appetite. Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
Let's see if we can
Those
sorry to
dark elf
bother you
refugees
again.
will take over this city if we aren't careful.
Have you heard any rumors lately?
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind.
Yes, I bumped into
Sight to
someone who
see.
brought it to me. Yeah, he already pointed it out on my map. Okay.
Mind you don't put out that candle on the hearth upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, she must have taken it off. Well, you know, since I'm here...
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword on for hire in all of Skyrim.
You know what, I thought that I, thought I turned that off, but let's see. It just sounds like it's too much. Oops.
Come on in.
Okay,
Let me know if you
there
need
we go.
anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Need something?
Yeah, your room?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Oh.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Thank you. Four hours is good. And time for a little breakfast. Yeah, Quaker loaf. That sounds good. That I see blood over there.
Poor old woman.
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
What's happened?
Another girl killed. This is Susanna from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
So this has happened before?
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
Oh, I don't want to insult this person, do I? Apparently they took the body away already, but the murders... So are these murders being investigated?
We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
It appears that this killer is taking advantage of this war. Perhaps I could help.
If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Oh, okay.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few septums.
I don't know where they took it, but...
Always sad when someone has to die.
That sounds a little creepy.
Another
Always
one.
sad when someone has to die.
Terrible.
People don't have to die.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Well, did you see what happened?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Yeah, you look kind of...
Another one.
You haven't
Terrible.
been getting enough sleep. What you? Here, have gold.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Did you see what happened?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Okay.
Another one.
Well, they obviously took the
Terrible.
body away.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could
Well, you
mere
have a
men
lot on
lay
your
down
mind.
such
This
a
murder,
beast?
the attack, the dragon attack on Whiterun. How
This
about
is
you?
a shame.
What did you see?
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
They
Yeah,
say the
okay, they
police
must
has been
have
snooping around Sartha.
Taken it away
Major.
already.
Yerim is a fine house, and it's up for sale. You should talk to the steward in the keep if you're interested.
Oh, I already have a beautiful home, thank you though, but I've spoken to everyone already. They, seems to be kind of inconclusive.
Just like always, nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again.
There might be more to this if you'll allow me to help.
Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be an official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Will you spare
Okay,
a few
fine.
coins to help someone who's got nothing?
Oh wow, look at that. Sun has come up. Okay, and I remember where your lift is.
Aldrich won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come
And,
around.
you know, since I'm here, let's see. Conjuration is at 37. Damn, not high enough, but I want to see if I can't get like the next summon, like above the Hellhound that I have. Let's see if I can take advantage of this. Yeah.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably
Oh,
true.
okay, so you can train me in destruction.
Mind what or who you practice this on.
Ooh. Okay, well, have to wait until he's officially open for business because, yeah.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf?
I'm not much
Your
of a
lift, I
strategist.
presumed?
If you have any news of the Western Holds,
Yeah, your
take
lift,
it
I
to Ulfric
presume.
immediately.
Listen, I've heard about those murders.
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts.
Yes.
My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer
Exactly,
your aid, I
which is
gladly
why I
accept.
came.
The guards will be told to assist you as necessary.
Okay.
I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
All right. Yeah, that's perfect.
Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
This turned out to be an excellent Halloween episode again. How appropriate that, you know, in a way that this, I guess I kind of saved this quest for that. And that's the first thing I noticed was the blood trail, so let's see. Where did this killer retreat to? He didn't really cover up his tracks very well. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Should I?
Huh?
How do I? All right.
Need something?
Oh, very nice.
Algrim won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Listen, I followed a blood trail, and it led to the house over there, to the west. Hierim? I need to get inside.
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
I see.
Travel safe. It's
Okay.
dangerous out there.
If by message you mean...
Let's see if Wunferth is awake. Unless yeah. I probably threw off his sleep pattern when I woke him up. So he's gonna sleep in, I think. Tova.
And let them die with their false kings.
I spent my life. Talos created the Empire. You'd think they'd show him more respect.
Oh, you. Tova.
Need something?
Well, let's check the tavern. Maybe this Tova is here.
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
Okay. Are you Tova? No? Tova?
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
Who are you? Why can't I target you?
The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors.
Okay. Next place where people could be would be the marketplace. Look. Chef.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook of the Candlehearth Hall.
Is Ulfric's armor done yet?
Assorted wares and tools you just can't live without. Come
Can I
and
help
see for
with it?
yourself.
Maybe just the cuirass?
This is more delicate work.
I did that engraved piece. What can I do for you?
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Tova, well, let's go check their house. So the last name was Shatter Shield? Okay. The Tova is here. Look at this, I can just walk into any house and it's okay. Ah.
I'm not really sure
Hello.
what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much.
Yes, my condolences. I do have some questions about your daughter.
I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
I have the authority from Yorlif on this matter, and I need your cooperation.
Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know?
Ah, there we go. I'd like to investigate her house, but I need the key to get in.
Yerim?
I could have always picked it.
I'm not sure
but-
what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
All right, thank you. That was good. I figured I'll just do it, you know, through official means. You know, I don't want to get caught breaking and entering, and I live so close by now, so. And what is this? What do we have here? From the marks on the floor, it looks like this box was pushed against the wall recently. And inside, what do we have? A journal. And we have those. Let's take a look at that. Flyers. Beware the butcher, the killer who haunts the streets of Windhelm. These calamitous times bring out the worst in people. Don't become the next victim. See Viola Giordano if you spot any suspicious behavior. And his journal. The plans are coming together swimmingly. I've found good sources of bone, flesh, and blood, but thus far a good sampling of sinew and Mara have escaped me. No matter. The city is swollen with contemptuous fools who will be missed by nobody. Last night was almost able to corner Susanna as she left. Candlehearth, the idiot guard, showed up just the wrong moment, and I had to turn about. Just out for a stroll and so forth. There would be other chances. But the time is drawing near, and sadly, he got the chance. To my time in Winterhold, all the wasted minds up in their towers, they only explore the magic. They already know I am discovering new magic here, something deeper than the cantrip shenanigans of fire and light. This flesh magic is older than us, perhaps older than the world itself. I am tugging at the corners of the fabric of the universe, and where it bunches and folds is where I shall create my greatest triumph. One more attempt at the Candlehearth girl. She's proving to be a bit too cautious, but those strong joints of hers should contain the most exquisite tendons. Wow. Okay, if we just kind of look around. Left over from when the previous occupant moved out. And look at this. Filled with more of the butcher flyers from the city. One pile looks misshapen. Strange amulet, look at that. think... Here we go, this is the one. Look at this. Someone be doing some necromancy. Oh, what the hell was that? Embalming tool. Jeez. Oh, why did it move like that? This altar's built to some unknown magic. It looks like someone is using body parts towards some gruesome end. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that. Stars crying to the edge of the ice mind. Look to the lights where their souls dance, revealing the time when a spark will revive, when the rotted unites under most skillful hands. Oh, no, I would like to take that for my collection. Okay. Okay. Now I have to follow up these clues. Did you hear that dog barking too in the alley? That was great.
Mulgrew won't give us a straight answer.
Let us see. Well, it's probably still sleeping. Let me.
Don't be so sure of that.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Can you tell me anything about the butcher?
Oh, have you been talking to Viola Giordano?
No, I found.
She posts us all over the city.
Yeah.
And someone keeps taking them down. Ask
Well,
her about
the
it if
killer,
you
of
want to
course.
hear.
And what do you know of this amulet?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
So we're ready to start this war in earnest?
Oh, sorry. Oh, there you are. What the? How did I not see you?
Whatever
Hello.
you've heard I can do is probably true.
Well, okay.
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Still nothing new, really, huh? It's just too bad. Okay.
Strength and steel are well and good, but magic
Yeah.
is the true power in this world. And let them die with their false king.
Calixto. Right? Yep.
Can I help you?
Perhaps.
My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection.
Yes, what can you
Such adventures we had.
What can you tell me about this?
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold.
No. Yeah, he looks a little suspicious, doesn't he? Look at his eyes, right? This is a guy that I questioned. He was the first guy I questioned, and he wants to buy the amulet from me, you know, as if, you know, the evidence, like he wants to get rid of it. No. I think I'll hold on to it for now. But thank you.
Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly.
Well, you mentioned a tour. I don't want a tour. Okay.
A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
Let's see. We have advice from time to time. Was I supposed to talk more to him about this?
You're not planning any trouble.
Hold
What
on.
can I do for you? Welcome to the House of Curiosities.
Yeah, how did you
I offer
assemble
a brief tour for a few.
this
My
collection?
sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. We decided to travel and seek out whatever adventures we could find. As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, so I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old.
Oh, that's good. Oh, about
The
the amulet.
wheelstone? Have you decided to sell it yet?
I was gonna say, don't you think that a court mage should have it?
Wunfrith? Bah, it's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy.
Okay.
I bid you safe travels.
Sorry.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Yes?
Water. It was like an awkward turn.
It's so
The guard.
good to see you again.
Algriff won't give us a straight answer.
So
He's a true Nord.
he assumes
He'll come around.
that, even though I know how this turns out, but
Lord Ulfric, listen. If you have any news of the Western Vaults, take it to Ulfric immediately.
Putting a great deal of pressure on the White Run.
And what would you have me
If he's not with us, he's against us.
Travel safely. It's
do? They all
dangerous
know
out
that.
How long are you going to?
You think I need...
maybe I have to talk to Wunfrith for the next step. It's been a while, so I can't remember. Ah,
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
no.
Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power. Then let them die with their false king.
let's go ahead and... Oh, whoa, I rolled. You know, I think, yeah, I'll take that. Take that book too. She didn't take everything with her. Now that's Sophie, my
I trust you're not
newly
planning any
adopted
trouble.
daughter.
What can I do for you, friend? Welcome to the House of Curiosity.
So maybe I have to go through his
I offer
whole
a brief tour for a few
dialogue.
coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure.
You mentioned a tour.
Indeed, I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection.
Okay, no,
Very
it's
well.
maybe not that.
If you change your mind, you can usually find me. The wheelstone? Have you decided to sell it yet?
Okay, I don't know what to do
A most
next.
pleasant chat. Until the next.
A little stuck here. I have advice from time to time.
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
Ask her about it if you want an earful. I've never seen. Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
Okay, maybe I
Travel
have to
safely.
He knows that.
talk to,
They all know that.
Viola? What's her name? Where would she be? Aha. Yeah.
After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety.
Listen, what can you tell me about the butcher?
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't
Okay.
help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
I found this journal in the killer's lair.
Huh? What's it say?
Sounds like a necromancer has been experimenting.
Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him
Aha.
for years. As long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This
Okay.
information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Okay. There we go. There it is. And you know, because I'm doing this, I should be wearing... That's prices. Oh, I thought I had something for speechcraft, but nope.
Aldrich won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Okay, I have reason to believe that Woundfirth the Unliving is the butcher.
That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof?
I know who it is, but we have evidence of necromancy, and I found this amulet, which I showed it to you earlier, and you told me to sell it to Calixto, but whatever.
I don't want to believe it. Woundfirth has been a trusted friend to Ulfric for many years. It pains me to see that the Whispers had truth to them. Woundfirth shall be apprehended. I thank you for your diligence in getting to the bottom of this matter. The streets of Windhelm are now safe.
I still say you should take them all out like
You are
did
most
dead
welcome.
King Torrid.
And of course I could stay and see the whole thing, but and he will actually get arrested. The guards will go arrest him.
We're ready with
But it's done. See? So we don't have to stay for that. I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Yeah, I've been playing for like an hour and 20 minutes. And let me see. Okay, there's another necromancer quest. So that surprisingly was, you know, appropriate for Halloween. That Blood in the Ice quest.
Talos rewards the generous.
And let's see.
Can't just throw the big log.
I know there's a quest I can get there, but let me see.
Everyone
Ooh.
says you're
Are you the vendor?
hammered. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Skull coat. How nice. Wow.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
But, you know, I think I will just save it here for now and decide what to do on the next episode, you know, think about it. Yeah, okay, so anyways, happy Halloween everyone, and I hope you all enjoyed, and see you all later.